welcome back to another devlog. So, sorry this is a bit late. I missed a week because of a whole load of busy stuff happening over the weekend, but I'll be able to upload this one this time, and it's not as big as the other ones. The last devlog and this devlog are just smaller ones, just showcasing a couple of the changes that I've made. I am probably, once I'm done with this, probably going to put this on hiatus for a little bit and focus on something else. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop updating this game, but it means I'm going to be focusing on some other stuff so I can diversify everything. I have quite a few games and projects that I started and that I would love to finish. Taxi Showdown is one of them. The Universe Desolate is also another, although I'm probably going to change that name. Maybe. It's a bit long. We'll see. But I think the one I want to focus on is the Universe Desolate, because that is quite in depth and I don't want to forget absolutely everything. Not that I should. A lot of the stuff that I've worked on before is fine. It's working. But there's a lot of it's a lot, and the changes that I've made, oh my god, I cannot wait to do it. I'll make a devlog about that game. There's so much that has changed since, because I've just been kind of chipping away at it. It's just, yeah, there's just so much to talk about now. So one of the changes that I've made is a balancing change, and that is changing how much money you get from each box. So before it was every type of box would give you 5 multiplied by whatever multiplier I added on. But now I have made it so that I can change the base amount. I've just left it at 5 at the moment, but I can change it now if I want to change it per level. I probably won't. Things are probably going to stay the way they are. But so now it's 5 multiplied by the type of box that that is collected, just to make sure, because I've had a few attempts where I just don't have enough, and I think just changing how that works just by a bit will help. I'll probably move it. I'll probably move the base about by, there goes that, maybe 1 or 2, so instead of 5 it might be like 2 or 3, just to try and hit that middle ground, I guess, where you can get a little bit extra or you can just not. I decreased the total quota for the for this as well. That's a lot lower now. Well, it's lower by 5, but it's more achievable. I have also redone how the pipes spawn, and the way it would use to check is it would just fire 1 ray, and from there maybe it'll hit something, and if it doesn't, it'll just repeat the same thing. Now I just fire all the possible points it can spawn at and then randomly choose between that. It works way better than it used to now. It's a lot more consistent and also works. Doesn't give you random errors. How am I gonna? I just realised that was there. There is the occasional thing where it just spawns a little bit too close to the ground, and that's just something I need to figure out. I think just changing the minimum value will just help with that. I don't know. So one thing I wanted to try is not just expand the camera panning downwards like this, making it really weirdly difficult to move around, but to expand it to a more top-down view in case you, I guess, having trouble with placing stuff down. Now it's significantly easier to actually, well, do that. Game still operates just fine. It's not a full 90 degrees, it's 85, so it's a little bit off-center, but that's fine. I finally fixed a couple of bugs with the cancel build mode, and I've put the letter R on there. That was a feature beforehand, but because it was a little bit buggy, I didn't want to showcase that you could just press R to do it. But them bugs should be fixed now. So, reason why I'm here is that I've added a quality of life change, and also it's spawned over there. That being, yeah, just a little red grid in between any places you can't build. This is the same for 5 and 6 as a big plus. Okay, so I've just added I think a useful little feature. It's here, although for some reason it's a bit buggy. There we go. If you set it on full, and it's just like weirdly hazy. Which is not much of a difference, to be honest. Or just a little bit before, which is pretty much what the game is. Or just off. Then you can see all the things properly. Who knows, I'll probably just leave it off, but right now it's just low. This is a slider in the main menu that you can change. That's incorrect. I was messing around with some of the options because it's a scroll wheel, but for some reason it's decided it wants to smush itself. Either way, you can see there's depth of field slider here as well. I've made some changes to the clouds. You can see it right here. There's a nice dark ring surrounding the sun when the clouds overlap, so it'll get darker just before it starts overlapping, and then really bright in the center to simulate light coming through. I think this is kind of cool. Definitely an effect I've been wanting to add for a while, and I definitely think no one's ever going to see something like that, but still. So that is it. That's all for this devlog. Very small, very all over the place. Lots of little different things that I wanted to talk about. Obviously there's more changes that have been happening in the background. Plenty of bug fixes. A lot of bug fixes, lots of different little changes that I never even talked about. However, when this update releases, changelog will be out there ready to be viewed by basically everyone who wants to look at it. But from now on, I'm going to be focusing on the trailer, and I think this trailer will be kind of a fun little thing. A little bit different, because I've kind of just been doing the exact same thing for all the other trailers. I wanted to do something a little bit different for this one, try and make it stand out. But other than that, it's artwork, which is pretty much done, and a couple of other changes here and there. Something too small to make a devlog on, unless you want like a 5-second one, which would be great for like a YouTube short. But that's still something I need to figure out. I don't know. I'll stick to this for the time being though. But other than that, that's it, and thanks for watching.